Have you ever felt like you had the opportunity of a lifetime? Well, a few years back, when I was a manager for CarMax, I was given a call by the regional vice president asking me to go to San Jose and to grand open their San Jose CarMax as the satellite service manager. I was really shocked by the call. I had only been with CarMax for about 6 months when the call came in, and it was very exciting to get a call from a vice president asking me to go have the experience of being a service manager at a brand new store and being a part of that exciting time. I thought about it a little bit and I decided to go ahead and do it. It seemed like it would be a great opportunity for me and for my family. Looking at it, it seemed like there were so many positives to it. It was going to be an increase in pay. It was going to be an opportunity to experience a grand opening. It was going to be an opportunity to work with customers and develop more as a manager. My goal had always to be my goal then, and as it is now, was always to get into a senior management role. And for me, this opportunity to go be a satellite service manager just seemed like a great transition for me into that type of role. So with a lot of excitement, I decided to accept the position and take the satellite service manager role in San Jose. Little did I know that that decision would be pretty tough for a few different reasons. First of all, have you ever tried to buy a house in the Bay Area? It's like impossible. It's ridiculously expensive. I live here in Elk Grove, which is about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive from San Jose. And very early on, realizing that I wasn't going to be able to afford living in the Bay Area, I decided to commute. So I would work every day. I would wake up at 4 in the morning here in Elk Grove near Sacramento, and I would get ready for work and I would drive to San Jose. I would get there and I would work from about 7 a.m. till about 5 p.m. And I'd get in my car and drive home. And I'd get back home to Sacramento, Elk Grove area around 9 to 9:30 at night. I'd go to sleep. I'd wake up and I'd do it again. This went on for a few months until it was just too much to bear. I was physically and mentally just completely exhausted. Another thing that was really terrible about it is just I missed out on so much family time. I really couldn't be present for anything during the day or anything during the evenings. On a good night, when there was no traffic, I would make it home in time for scripture study and prayer, but it was really tough. And physically, there was tolls as well. Um, I had kidney stones when I was there. I had a lot of anxiety and stress and depression, and it was so tough for me to be able to do that. So I made it for a year, and then I requested a transfer back to the Sacramento area, and still with CarMax, still happy with CarMax, but yeah, it took me about a year to, or even less than a year, actually, to realize that that was too much for me. And even though the experience was tough, I learned a great life lesson, which is you cannot overextend yourself. Be realistic and honest about what you're able to do as a person, and don't try to do more than what you're physically and mentally able to do. Thank you.
All right, 3:15.
Did it sound okay or did it sound trash?
It sounded good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and